I've just had my breakfast and I'm going to be heading for Penrith today. But I just wanted to capture some of what happened last night when I went to the pub for dinner because I walked in and the far end of the pub was roped off, but there were lots of people sort of swearing, talking about being sick. And I thought, oh crikey, what have I come into here? So the barman behind the bar was saying, oh, I have to stay behind the bar. Oh, it's lucky I have to stay behind the bar. I said, well, what's happened? Is it a dog or something? He went, no. And then he's in tears while he's telling me, like with laughter, saying basically somebody's had diarrhea in the toilet. They've walked that out across the carpet. Someone's seen that, been sick on top of it. Someone else then saw that, retched and was sick and hit their head on a beam. And he said, and he was crying with laughter as he was telling me. And then he started saying it was like that scene out of Family Guy when they're all retching and vomiting on each other. So I couldn't believe it. I literally walked into that and the whole pub was up in arms about it. And then he said about having a table. So I said, right down the far end, please. I want to be well away from that.
Okay, so I'm off on my way towards Preston now. Another absolute stunner of a day, which is great because, you know, I can set off just after 7:30 in the morning in just a t-shirt, and as long as I've got my sun cream on, I should be fine. But no base layers, arm warmers, leg warmers, waterproofs, anything like that, just easy. So whilst it's hot and I drank 6 bottles of water yesterday, I would probably choose this over the rain that we had on day one. So I've just come through Chorley, very pretty place, really pretty little town, and the sign above the bus station said Lancashire, a place where everyone matters. I thought, what a lovely tagline for it. But I'm experiencing a little bit of pain in my left knee, so I'm finding that if I hang my heel and really stretch out my calf, that is helping quite a lot. But I'm going to take some ibuprofen now. Coming up around 1,000 calories in 2 hours, so I'm going to have something else to eat as well, probably my banana courtesy of breakfast, and then press on to Preston. So I'm just coming out of Preston now, and I was coming along the road and I saw over on the far side sports bike shop. I thought, oh, fantastic. Just made a little mental shopping list. Front brake pads probably could do with. Get another spare tube. Get them to check my tyre pressure on the back after I pumped it up with a, get like a pressure gauge on it. yeah, rolled up to the front door. Of course, sports bike shop as in motorcycles, so I felt like a bit of a numpty at the front door, but never mind. Carried on, got to a garage to buy some water. Just sparkling water, that was it. So not today, thanks. I bought a Lucozade Sport instead, and I'll go with that for a minute, hopefully get some more water later on. But there we go, Preston, yeah, interesting, not really delivering for me though, I'm afraid. Probably just see the towers and things behind me, yeah. Well, on to Lancaster next stop. So I'm now on the edge of Lancaster, very pretty city, all in this distinctive stone. Found a bike shop, Leisure Lakes bikes. Got new tube, repair patches, new brake pads, but I'm not convinced they're going to fit. We'll see, might try them tonight. And then I got them also to check the tyre pressure on the front was still 100, and on the back was way down, which I thought it was because I used the hand pump to re-inflate it obviously after my puncture, but we got that back up to 100 as well, so that should feel much better now hopefully as well. Immensely pretty, getting some funny looks from people on the bus, but yeah, passing through, that's fine. Yeah, really nice. On towards Kendal and hopefully then Penrith. So I'm out of Lancaster now, and I can see Morecambe Bay down over to my left, out across the fields, and I can see the mountains of Cumbria up ahead, and presumably Scotland behind that, but I don't know. Past a mast that I saw the other side of Warrington. I could see it from there. I didn't know it was up here, but yeah, I could see that mast from Warrington. So I've had a bit of climbing at this point, but I did get to go over the Loon Aqueduct, which was real pleasure because it was a canal that I was following that then went over a river. So yeah, pretty special if you're into that sort of thing like that. But now just some nice country road until I pick up the A6 again. You might just make out the mountains in the distance. Probably not quite yet, but they're certainly coming. Okay, approaching Kendal now. Got hilly, as you'd expect. Yeah, just silhouettes of mountains on the horizons, which, well, that's what I came for. It looks absolutely incredible. Just, yeah, really dramatic scenery. Luckily the road is still rolling, but yeah, there's some good climbs already, so I know that's going to get tougher. But yeah, feeling good still, and well, I'm 6.5 hours in now. I reckon I've got about another 4 hours to go. Yeah, pretty happy. Well, very happy. I mean, I'm loving it. I've just climbed around the side of Kendal. Some great views of mountains over to my left, which is all obviously over towards the Lake District. Yeah, as I was climbing up here, a two jets just literally ripped the sky apart and came tearing over what felt like about 50 meters above us. It was incredible, really impressive. Obviously heading over in that direction as well, so it's fantastic. But yeah, I've climbed round Kendal and then I'm gonna press on to Penrith. So way down in front of me there is Kendal spread out across there. In fact, all the way in that valley is Kendal, and then looming up on the edge there's all the silhouettes of the mountains, and in that direction as well where I'm going, more sort of rolling hills. So yeah, incredible really seeing how the landscape has changed from just so flat before Lancaster, and then past Lancaster it's just got gradually more and more and more hilly and then mountainous, obviously. Okay, so me and Google have fallen out unfortunately, because rather than sticking to that nice flat main road alongside the motorway, it's led me up this never-ending hill. I'm glad that tomorrow I won't be using Google, because I'll be sticking to my OS Maps route. And I won't be having to ask any advice, because yeah, not great. Thanks very much. I mean, it is great, I say that, you know, you glimpse through the trees there, what's not to, yeah, it is great, let's be honest, but hard work and not, I don't know, just seeing that flat road down there, I cannot begin to imagine what we're gaining by coming up here. But there we go, my fault for trusting the map rather than using what I had planned. Okay, so the views are pretty epic, not gonna lie. They've been hard earned on this one, but they are absolutely awesome. So fair enough, and I wouldn't have got that if I was down in that valley. So there we go. I'll take that. So I've actually passed under the railway line and the northbound carriageway of the M6, and I'm now between the north and southbound carriageways of the M6. So I've got cars rushing by on either side of me, and every now and again a train zips past as well. I gotta say, this is without doubt, well, I don't know, yeah, hard to say really. I think I've got to say today's probably my favourite day so far, because just the change in the landscape has been unbelievable. To go from flat to just, wow, mountains and real climbing, and then just watching the way the roads and everything interact with that challenging landscape has just been such a treat. So having said that, I'm 16 miles away from Penrith, and I'm kind of looking forward to getting there now, but it's just been incredible. Okay, final stretch now. I think about 5 miles out of Penrith. As I was coming across, I was passed by a guy on an e-bike who's very friendly. Asked me if I'd come far. I told him, and he said, wow, that's quite a ride. And then he said, it's alright, it's all downhill from here. So I said, great, thanks. Anyway, I was going quite slowly over the top, and then as we came down into Shap, I caught him back up again. I said, oh, you were right, how good, I really enjoyed that. He said, it's quite nice from here to Penrith, so I'm stopping here anyway. So off I carried on, he stayed, and then a few moments later I was stretching my left leg out again because it's quite painful still. Well, I say quite painful still. No, it started hurting around about 9 hours in. We're now at 10. Anyway, I was stretching my leg out, and this sort of club rider chap came past and went, keep pedaling. And I thought, you know, you arrogant whatever, but then I thought, I just shouted hello, and I thought, you know, he doesn't know that I'm 10 hours in to a 10.5 hour cycle. He doesn't know that I've covered 100 miles from Warrington. He's got no idea, and it's about him asserting some sort of, you know, oh, I'm the expert, he's the novice. It's not about me, it's not about the fact that I'm stretching my leg, it's not about the fact that I'm on day 5 and I'm arriving in Penrith. So, whatever. That, I believe, is stoicism.